Hey, my name is Rafael and you're watching Rock and Roll Garage, and today we're going to talk about The Simpsons and Duff McKagan. Well, first of all, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave your comment, and help us out, okay? Well, it's an interesting story because the legendary Guns N' Roses bassist and songwriter Duff McKagan claims that the fictional beer brand from the Simpsons show was inspired by him. Well, he says that his nickname back then in the late 80s, mid 80s, was King of Beers because of the amount of alcohol he used to drink. So he was known as the King of Beers. And now in an interview, he already said this many times over the years, but in an interview now in 2024 with Stereo Gum, he claimed that once again. And he says that the beer brand in The Simpsons show called Duff Beer was inspired by him, Duff McKagan. And that's a really funny story, and you're gonna see right here what he says. But first of all, I gotta say that the creators of the show, Matt Groening, already said that the claim is absurd, that he wasn't inspired by Duff at all. And also the writer, the Simpsons writer, who is Mike Rice, he also dismissed McKagan's claims in his memoir called Springfield Confidential that he already wrote and released. He said that he had never heard about McKagan before. But as you're going to see here on McKagan's statement in the interview with Stereo Gum now in 2024, he says that they dismiss his claims just because of the business side of things, so they don't have to pay him nothing. So let's read here what McKagan said about this story. He said, yes, it's true. Well, here's the deal. So I was Duff, the King of Beers. But this is 1988, 1989. And our management, I remember they called me and said some art house-like cartoon wants to use your name as the beer, like a college art house cartoon. There weren't any adult cartoons at that point. I didn't know about branding or anything like that, but that show took off and they started selling merch and stuff. I never went after him, but I'm like, hey, motherfuckers, you know? So I think it's very probably business savvy of them to say that's not true. But if you just do your own math behind it, look at when they started off with the King of Beers. And I had my King of Beers belt I wore all the time. During the same conversation with Stereo Gum, he also said that it's cool about that. He doesn't care about the name being used, if that's true or not. And also that he won't ask them for money. That's also what he said. And you know, Guns N' Roses music appeared a few times on The Simpsons over the decades. The Simpsons are one of the most popular shows of all time, and cartoons of all time, and they are nowadays probably one of the oldest shows still going, right? The show started in 1989. And it has already more than 700 episodes released. That's huge. That's really big. It's incredible. And the interesting thing also about this is that if we do the math, I'm not saying, I don't know if it's true or not, but we gotta believe what the creator said. But also we gotta see the side. Duff's side, Duff McKagan's side, claiming that he says somebody contacted him and said it would be used for a brand, fictional beer brand, on a cartoon. You tell me what you think here below. Please leave your comment. And the interesting thing about it is that Guns N' Roses started in 1985, but obviously they only became superstars with the release of their groundbreaking album, one of the probably one of the most perfect debut albums of all time, which is Appetite for Destruction. It was released in 1987, 2 years before The Simpsons started. They also had released GNR Lies in 1988. So the Guns N' Roses already were a famous band all over the world by 1989. Of course, the show was created before that. 1989, it was when the first episode was aired on TV. And of course, the math exists. It's possible that the creators might have known who Guns N' Roses were, but maybe they didn't know who Duff McKagan was, or his nickname, the King of Beers, and etc. And one of the interesting things is that nowadays the Duff beer exists, and it's sold in many places of the world. And another interesting thing is that Time magazine listed the Duff beer back in 2016 as one of the most influential fictional companies of all time. It's really crazy how big the Simpsons became, and how big the things from the show were the merchandise behind all of it. Well, that's it for today. I hope you liked the video, this interesting story. Please leave your comment and tell me what you think. Do you think they got the name from Duff McKagan, or he's totally wrong and that never happened? Okay, please leave your comment, hit the like button, please. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, help us out, okay? And visit rockandrollgarage.com. You can read more about what we said here in the article that is in the description below, okay? See you later.